Welcome, I'm your guide today on this virtual tour of the Philippines and the archipelago rich in history, culture, and diversity. The Philippines was named by Spanish explorer Ruy Lopez de Villobos in 1543 in honor of Prince Philip of Spain, who ended up later becoming King Philip II, believe it or not. The name originated from Spanish colonization. The Philippines is located in Southeast Asia, composed of over 7,600 islands, which is crazy. As you can see on the map, you see all these other Asian countries that are by it, but the Philippines is going to be in the green with all the islands, and it has over 7,600 islands. It's divided into three major regions: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanos. Key features include tropical beaches and active volcanoes. The Philippines is a democratic republic with a presidential system. Political culture has been shaped by colonial history, particularly Spanish and American rule, and the iconic movement like the 1986 People Power Revolution. Right there, which is the black and white photo. That is going to be about peace and prosperity. And then on the left is the 1986 People Power Revolution. Filipino cuisine is a fusion of Malay, Spanish, Chinese, and American influences. Has a lot of pork, has a lot of sweets, has a lot of carbs, rice, noodles, stuff like that. But it's actually a very fused culture in that the cuisine comes from different parts of the world. As you can see on the most left is going to be halo-halo. The top is going to be adobo, and the bottom is going to be a whole pig, which is called lechon, which is basically just fried pork. Philippine art ranges from traditional weaving and tribal tattooing to contemporary installations. As you can see on the slides, that's going to be your traditional weaving of creating like quilts or blankets. And right on the right of the screen is going to be an art piece that was made. Religion is made up of many different things in the Philippines. Roman Catholicism is the dominant religion, a legacy of the Spanish. Islam thrives in the Mindanao region, and indigenous beliefs still exist, especially among the mountain tribes. So on the left is going to be a mosque, and then on the right is going to be a Roman Catholic church. There's over 180 languages are spoken in the Philippines. Filipino based on Tagalog and English are official languages. Regional dialects like Cubano, Ilocano, Walare highlight the national diversity. As you can see on the map, all the different languages, but the most one that's spoken is going to be Tagalog, which is the main, and English. But you also see Ilocano up in the north is very prudent, and then all the other ones are broken up into all the other southern regions. Music and dance are vital in Filipino life. Traditional forms like tinkling and kulintang coexist with K-pop inspired dance crews and Filipino hip-hop, reflecting a blend of the old and new. So it shows the old things, the old dance forms like tinkling, and combined with the new dance forms of hip-hop. So they're trying to keep it traditional, but also trying to bring modernization into it. So as you can see on the left is the tinkling, where they're going in between bamboo sticks. And on the right is a very famous, or various famous, hip-hop Filipino groups that go super famous on TikTok and compete at international level. The Philippines is one of the most active social media nations in the world. If you go on to TikTok, you'll see a lot of Filipino creators, but also social media is very ingrained in the youth today, especially in the Filipino youth, not just in the Philippines, but everywhere. Filipino festivals blend indigenous, religious, and regional cultures. Colorful celebrations like Sinulog and Pahiyas showcase the community spirit and the deep historical roots. So on the left is going to be Sinulog, where they dress up in very indigenous clothing, and then on the right is the Payas, and it showcases as I was saying, the spirit and the deep historical roots. It's festivals they do nationwide, and it really shows your culture and where you grew up and where you came from, basically. Family is the heart of Filipino society. Multi-generational homes are common, and overseas workers often send remedies to support their loved ones. Basketball is a national obsession, and the country takes pride in the boxing legend like Manny Pacquiao, the GOAT. But esports is rapidly growing among the youth as the modern form of competition. So as you can see on the left is the esports team. They're one of the esports teams in the Philippines, and I think it's just because of the way that technology and culture, and they're trying to blend the old and the new together. But esports is a rising popularity thing, not just in the Philippines, but worldwide. So they're just trying to adapt and overcome what they had. And then on the right is Manny Pacquiao. He is the GOAT. He is basically the Filipino Rocky, and he's one of the best boxers in the world. In summary, the Philippines is a vibrant mix of influences, traditions, and innovations. Its culture is a tapestry woven from history, resilience, and deep pride. I hope you enjoyed this cultural journey just as much as I did. Some key points that I want you to take away are: what is culture and what does it mean to you? Because in the Philippines, culture is a huge, important thing in their identity, as it should be for everybody. These are my references. Thank you so much for listening and enjoying my presentation.